okay? Now, Mr. Science Man will get mad at me just a tad bit because I might not do the exact scientific method all the way, but I'm going to take bits and pieces of it. So I hope the Science Man won't get too mad at me tonight. But we're going to incorporate some of the science. Temperature is one of the areas where science, woo, and math, woo, cross over one another in that area called measurement. Here are 4 basic what we call benchmarks when it comes to temperature. Here are 4 basic benchmarks when it comes to temperature. Now, some of you say, Mr. Jones, I see you got something in C's and something in F's. Yes, because when we talked about measurement before, they come in 2 different areas. They come in U.S. customary and they come in what we call the metric system. So we're going to take a look at it here. And before we leave today, I want to see which one you think talks about the metric system. Okay? Now, one of the key things right here is our body temperature. Folks, it seems like every time before I go into the store, every time before I get my hair cut, every time I come into Design Studios, guess what has to happen? I got to get a temperature check. Hello, I got to get a temperature check. Hey, some of my students, before they get on the bus, guess what they got to have? A temperature check. Guess what the bus driver's looking for? Guess what my barber's looking for? Guess what Mr. Washington's looking for? He's looking for 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit and below. 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit and below. Okay, that should be your normal body temperature. Okay, now in Celsius, it's going to be 37 degrees Celsius. Here's a hint, wink, wink. Usually here in America, we use U.S. customary. And most of the time when we talk about temperature, we talk about what? 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. But if you go overseas to Europe, you even go to Africa, they might tell you 37 degrees Celsius metric. So check this out right here. These are our 2 normal body temperatures here. Okay, so that's what everybody's looking for. If it's over that, they might look at you funny. Okay, one might pull you to the side, be like, hey, we need to recheck your temperature, it's kind of high. Okay, so 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit, 37 degrees Celsius body temperature. I want you to boop, boop, press that save button. Save button? What are you talking about, Mr. Jones? I'm talking about right here. There's like a magic camera on here, just like on my phone. If you press click, click, it's going to start saving information. So these 4 benchmarks, I want you to save. And I'm going to try to show you some things tonight as well, too. Our second one, whoo, folks, I got to tell on somebody today. Because the temperature outside is changes going up, down, up, down, up, down. But Andrew Frieden said this week, that's my weatherman on Channel 12 in the morning, he says it's going to steady rise up. And because it's doing that, when I first went in my classroom, I started sweating, folks. And guess what I did? I went straight to my fan because it wasn't the normal room temperature that I needed it to be. Okay? Because when you walk into a room, and guess what? It's not that, hey, you're going to start sweating, you're going to feel hot. And a little secret between you and I, the same thing happening here. Because Mr. Norman didn't come in and turn on the air. I thank goodness about 20 minutes ago he cut it on. I feel good right now. But if he didn't, I would have been sweating. And it wouldn't have been because of my nerves, folks. It wouldn't have been because of my nerves. But thank you. When you talk about room temperature, it's basically 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay? That is the standard. That is the benchmark right there. When you talk about room temperature, 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, between you and I, when I talk to daddy at the house, you know what daddy and mama like it at the house? They like it to be 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay? So if you round that 68 up, we're talking about rounding real quick, it could be 70. So that's room temperature. Okay? Now, in the metric system, you have it 20 degrees Celsius. 20 degrees Celsius. All right, so we're talking about body temperature. Take a quick picture and mental note. Room temperature. Take a quick mental note. 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 20 degrees Celsius. Room temperature. Room temperature. Okay? The other one we just had was 100 degrees Celsius, 212 degrees Fahrenheit. That is boiling point. Just a few minutes ago, Mr. Norman and I put some water into the microwave. And I'm going to use this thing. Oh, I didn't tell you about that, did I? I forgot to give you the name of... Perfect. If I had to give you the name of the measuring tool, we have a measuring tool that we use to measure our temperature. And that thing is called a thermometer. Some look like this. I was looking in the store, and guess what? They don't carry them old school thermometers where they got the mercury in it. Right now I have a digital thermometer. So, excuse me real quick. Let me cut it on. Make sure I don't get in trouble today. Oh, wow. 95.3 degrees Fahrenheit. 95.3 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, so I have a under normal body temperature. That's good. It's not a lot over. No, it's not over. All right, let me see how hot this water still is right now. Let's see what he's going to say. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, we're in trouble now. This joker said 100. Woo. They say it's hot. It's hot. All right, good gracious. I hope I ain't messing. Oh, he hollering. Oh, it was. Ooh, we got mad. The thing beeping, y'all. It was really, really hot. So it's above boiling. That's why I just stopped on me real quick. Woo. All right. So right here we have our. Oh yeah. We have our boiling water right there. Okay. And at 212 degrees Fahrenheit, that is when the water boils. Okay. And then at, I love it, 100 degrees Celsius, the metric system. Remember, when we talk about our metric system, it's based upon the number 10. It's based upon the number 10. So our boiling point for Celsius will be 100 degrees Celsius, 212 degrees Fahrenheit. Take a mental picture. All right.